Hi, my name's Eric. I'm here to do my Airbrakes and in-cab inspection. I'm going to put my seatbelt on. I notice that my air tanks are full. Is it okay if I dump some air so we have a governor cutout? Okay, now I'm ready to begin my test. Put the key in the on position. Let my system cycle. Okay, now that my system is cycled, I'm going to start the truck. To speed up the process to governor cutout, I'd like to raise my RPMs no higher than 15. Is that okay? All right. My governor is cut out. I know this because the needle on my primary gauge has stopped moving. This is good because it's between 120 and 140. The first test I'm going to do is my air leakage rate test. I'm going to put the vehicle in first gear, turn the truck off, and put the key in the on position. Then I'm going to release my trailer and tractor brake. I'm now going to wait for the needle on my primary gauge to stop moving. Okay, now that my needle is stabilized, I'm ready to begin the test. I'm going to give you two readings, one at the beginning and one when my 1 minute's up. The rule is we should not lose more than 4 psi in a Class A vehicle in 1 minute. I'm going to begin now. My needle is at 75. My 1 minute begins now. Okay, my 1 minute is up. My needle is still at 75. It did not move. This is a good test because we didn't lose more than 4 psi in a Class A vehicle in 1 minute. May I take my foot off the service brake? Yes? Okay. My next test is going to be my low air warning device test. And the rule is we should hear an alarm and it should come on no lower than 55. I'm going to begin stepping on the brake now. Okay, my alarm came on at 62 psi. This is a good test because it came on no lower than 55 psi. I'm now going to move on to my emergency spring pop-out test. And the rule is that both my springs should pop out between 20 and 45, but no lower than 20. I'm now going to fan my brakes. Alright, my first spring popped out at 37 psi. I'm going to keep fanning my brakes until my second spring pops out. Okay, my second spring popped out at 24 psi. This is a good test because both springs popped out between 20 and 45, no lower than 20. I'd now like to do another safe start to build pressure for my brakes test. While we wait for the air to build up for my brakes test, I'd like to do my in-cab inspection. Now, starting with my mirrors, they're properly mounted secure, not cracked, chipped, or broken. There's no illegal stickers or obstructions, and they're adjusted to me, the driver. My windshield is properly mounted secure, not cracked, chipped, or broken. There's clean and clear, there's no stickers or obstructions. Moving down to my windshield wipers, they're properly mounted secure, they're not cracked, bent, or broken. They work properly. And my washer fluid is working properly, it's spitting water. And if we look at our rubber blades, they're not ripped or torn and they're wiping the water away, so they're working properly. Now moving down to my light indicators. My left turn signal works on the dash. My right turn signal works on the dash. My four-way flashers work on the dash. My low beam works on the dash, and my high beam works. Moving on to my horns. My city horn works, or my electric horn, or my air horn or highway horn works. Moving on to my emergency equipment. I have my fuses, no less than 6. My fire extinguisher is properly mounted secure. It's fully charged and up to date. I have my 3 reflective triangles under the seat. They're not cracked or broken. They're ready for use. And moving down to my climate controls. My climate controls, the first one is for speed. The second one is for direction. And then this position is for my defroster. The third one is for temperature. The blue is for cold, red is for hot. Okay, now that I have enough air, I'd like to move on to my brakes test. So I'm gonna put the vehicle in first gear. I'm gonna test my tractor brake, so I'm gonna release my trailer brake. Release the clutch slowly. Okay. Pull the brakes, then neutral. This is a good test because when I released the clutch and I tugged on the tractor didn't roll forward, so the brakes are working properly. Now I'm going to test my trailer brake. Put it in first. Release my tractor. Slowly let off the clutch. Okay. Pull the brakes. Put it in neutral. This is a good test because when I released the clutch and I tugged on the trailer didn't roll forward, so the brakes are working properly. I'm now going to test my service brake. I'm going to put it back in first. I'm going to release both my brakes. And I'm going to roll forward 5 miles an hour, no faster than 5 miles an hour. And we're not going to touch the steering wheel, and we're going to roll forward. Okay. Pull the brake. Put it neutral. This is a good test because when I rolled forward 5 miles an hour and stepped on the service brake, the truck came to a complete stop, so the brakes are working properly and the steering wheel did not pull left or right, so the alignment is good. And we shut the truck off. This now concludes my air brakes and in-cab inspection.